Hey guys, welcome back. Last time I reviewed a Mazda 3, I wasn't able to drive it and I didn't get in the back seat. But today things are different. So let's check this one out. I believe it's the same spec as the one I reviewed last time, even down to the color. So it's a clone, I guess. So let's get in this one and see how it does. I bet the back seat is tiny. Yep, very tiny. Seriously tight back seats, both in comfort and fit and finish, actually. Very tight indeed. Anyway, let's check out the door handle and go to the front. And now for the button test. And now for the final button. Alright guys, so this one is not too terribly different from the last Mazda 3 that I did. I guess they seem to be pretty consistent. This car had a few squeaks in them, but they were all pretty minor for the most part. One thing that I didn't like about the last car that I'm not a big fan about this car is the center console armrest kind of moves a little back and forth a little bit too much. Otherwise, some of the squeaks in here, they're minor enough where I could probably just forgive them. So as far as a score goes, I'm going to give this the same score that I gave the last car, and that was a 7 out of 10 for fit and finish. As far as materials go, this is identical to the last one that I did, but let me tell you about it one more time. So we have really good feeling soft touch vinyl on the dash and on most of the door. Feels pretty good. There's an especially soft area with some stitching here that feels even better. This car gets soft touch done right. I don't think this car has a main trim, but it does have a lot of nice bright work going across the door and in the middle of the dash by the climate vents. In the center console here, it looks like they did a piano black plastic looking thing. This is in every new car basically nowadays, and I hear mixed reviews about this. Most of them are not so good. Like the last car, these seats feel like they're man-made leather. They don't feel like they're real cow leather, but they do feel very good for man-made seats, beating out a lot of more expensive cars that use man-made leather. The headliner is cloth, but the sun visor is plastic, and it's a pretty hard plastic. However, it does have nice texture on it, which I can appreciate. And then all the buttons and switchgear in the car are good enough. They're a little bit above average, I would say. They're nothing crazy, but they look nice. They look pretty simple, and even some of them have a metal look or a metal finish on the top. It's not really metal, but it's still kind of nice. I do like the main little knob here that controls the media, as well as the volume knob and the temperature controls that has a knurling on the side, which to me feels very premium. And then when you actually press down and click on the buttons, there's a little bit of a satisfying click. It's not like an Audi or anything like that, but there's just a tiny bit of a satisfying click. I like that. This interior is going to get the same score as the last car, which was a 6 out of 10. So with that being said, this car gets the same overall score as the last car. It's going to be 7 out of 10 for fit and finish, 6 out of 10 for materials. Please let me know your thoughts. Like I said, I didn't get to drive the last car due to it being owned by somebody else. I did drive this car around the block, and it's not very powerful. This is just a 4-cylinder, and I don't think it has a turbo in it. It does feel especially slow, or at least slow for a car enthusiast. Where this car shines, though, is the steering. The feel is good, but more surprisingly is the weight. This is a pretty heavy steering wheel, and I like the way it feels around the corners. You don't always get that heavy feel on lighter, more economy cars like this, but they did a very good job with the steering on this car. And the car corners and handles, pretty good. I said it before, I think this car does, in fact, punch above its weight class. Decent little car. It's like a pseudo premium, little hatchback creeping up on Lexus. But yeah, nice car. It's probably reliable. And if you're kind of a small guy, I'm a big guy, and I really don't fit in this car all that well. Not in the back seat or the front seat. Not that comfortable, but if you're kind of a, small to medium sized dude looking for a nice hatchback, you should probably buy this. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.